Well, hi there, everyone. It's a busy Monday. It's November 7th, 2022. I have a lot of Excel files open. Um, I'm actually going to, it looks like I'm going to go to the Washington Capitals game tonight against the Edmonton Oilers. That is an 8 o'clock game. It's one of those lucky days where there's no school tomorrow for some reason. They'll let the kids go out late, I guess, to watch a game. That's awesome. So I'm going to go there, I think, with my son. Lingering going against Edmonton sounds like a game I want to be at. And even though the algorithm says that Edmonton wins with Stuart Skinner in net, I did watch Stuart Skinner curse so loud that it showed up on the audio of the game when he let a 5-hole go in to tie up a game when they lost, I believe, Carolina earlier this week. We could find that game. Point is he's a guy who's trying to recover. He's a really good goalie, but he's trying to recover from a bad bounce on a muffed shot that screwed up a game. And I know he's pissed because he let the next shot go in like right after that. Point is, this looks awesome. So I'm going to go get tickets and go to that game. Now, I'm not interested. I mean, obviously, we're going to be doing betting because I have to give straight bets because we hit the Jets yesterday. I mean, there's so much to talk about. But I want to give everybody straight bets, and I don't want to do a video it's going to take for hours. So there's a solution to this problem, which is I will go through the straight bets we're going to make today, and we're going to do it to music because it's the only way I can focus is when I'm singing and doing something else. So what are we going to bet? Straight bets, not what we did yesterday. Today, find out. What we're gonna do? I'm stronger than a locomotive. Yeah. That old saying is true. But I can't understand sometimes, baby. What the heck the Saints gonna do? The algorithm don't know how to predict them. We could check it out in the project sheet. But I don't really care. I just know it's bad. So I'm gonna skip NFL altogether. So no NFL. What about hockey? Something wrong in St. Louis. Look at how bad they have been playing recently. They can't win a game, no. So you gotta go with Boston because they're hot, yes they are. They're gonna win, so you just take them at -189. Because the puck line sucks and hockey is tough. So you go with Boston. That's what you do. I got X-ray vision. The algorithm, it finds underdogs here, yeah. Got the Islanders to win. Because Calgary's been sucking balls too over the last couple weeks. Let's talk about the Caps game, which I'm gonna be at. My kid has never seen the Caps lose. This would be the first game that he goes in where they're not favored at all. Lindgren will play good. I think betting the under is fun. Because the under is going to be at like 6.5, I bet. Come on, look. Yeah, under is what's going to happen here. Because I'm at the game and I never see any goals. Yeah. So under is a play. So that'll be our straight bet. You home it's Superman love. Yeah. So they call me the Superman love. Yeah. Something wrong. Something wrong with me to see. Something wrong with me is this. Right on with the right on here. just NBA. We're not even going to college basketball. This is another part of this video. Oh my god, I gotta talk about that. There are 15 NBA games today. Yes, that's how many that there are. What should we play? We got predict. Okay, so Sacramento, what are you doing here at plus 260? You gotta be bet. What else do we see here? The Raptors, but they're hurting. I wouldn't trust this. Way down here. Let's say the lyric. What else is there to do? Is there anything? I don't know. Don't want to pay attention because I'm going to be in a Caps game. Let's go to college basketball because we got lines. Oh, yes, 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 we do. There are 114 games on Tuesday. That's right, you heard me. I said 114 games, yep. Some of them don't have lines, but that's okay. Now, let's look at, what are we doing? So many games. Something wrong. Something wrong. Me to see. We're looking to send in by margin. We don't even have the formula for projected margin of victory yet. There's so much to talk about. Johnny Guitar Watson, what a great song. Just thinking with this song, it calms me down. Who should we? Let's look by lines. What do we do? So everything's, or what you're seeing here in college basketball is a work of art. I mean, it looks like a work of art. Look at the colors everywhere, right? So what you're looking at is 114 games, and we have the order with a 5% bump. Let me make the bump 0. And the reason why is there's neutral site games. There are going to be games that are not played at one of these locations because there's like tournaments and stuff starts weird. College basketball, let's face it, college basketball is just a freaking party. That's why everybody loves it, because college basketball is a sport where when you think of this sport, you think of like a Thursday afternoon in March where everyone gets to go out and get drunk at lunch and watch college basketball every 20 minutes pop up on different television screen. Like that's what people associate college basketball with. I get it. It's fun. And it's also a bettor's paradise because you this thing just puts everything in order. So obviously ridiculous favorites on top that are 100% going to win. If you bet parlays on all these teams up here, these home ones, you win. You're going to win like the top 17 games or something. Watch how many. That's something we should shoot for to know how right this thing is working, is how many of these in a row win. Now they don't pay anything. You could put 10 of these on a parlay and you won't even get double your money back because the odds are so ridiculous. It's like minus 10,000. I don't even know what that calculates out to. Nothing. Like that means if you bet $100, you get back like 101, right? Or something like that. Maybe, I don't even know. Or 110 cents. It's crap. Point is we can't really obviously bet those because you're betting up a huge spread, and that you only win 50% of the time. What you can do is you can find good lines. They're going to pop out in color as green. Like a minus 625 is green. But there's a lot to talk about here. And this is for tomorrow. And I'm just doing this for the first day. You have to purchase this to get a copy of this going forward every day in November. I'm not doing videos before the games because I'm going to use it to make a small fortune. That's what I'm going to do with this. Now, with no home bump, you start to get some away teams. But if you ever watch my video about college basketball, you don't want to focus on away teams. Just look at home teams. If you want to make bets where you win almost all the time, you want to click home right up here in the slicer. And we could say, all right, are there home games where the line is better than something, or we just sort down because you want to see it in order. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Here you got some stuff that starts to be bettable. Incarnate Word against North Dakota. Buffalo is the pick of the day I mentioned yesterday. But there's like a minus 135 here with Princeton and Hofstra, but they had a bad schedule last year. Buffalo's really the pick of the day, and Incarnate Word's not bad. But there's there's going to be a lot to talk about with this because there's also the away teams. And that's where you're going to get crazy lines. And so even though I preface everything by saying you only bet home teams, well, you want to get paid. Like here's a plus 500, but that's a terrible strength of schedule. And this is also a terrible strength of schedule. But this one almost covers a 5% margin. So taking them plus 13 and a half is probably a good idea. So we'll see. Anyway, that was music and picks. And what are we doing for the day? Did I finish this off? I only took one basketball game because it's a crazy line, and the Warriors, I believe, are hurting. I'm taking the under in the hockey game. I'm going heavy on hockey, but if you wanted to go heavier on NBA and you just read the algorithm, let me not cop out, right? Let me give you a real answer. This is a good line. The Suns are healthier than the Sixers. These are big margins and good lines, reasonably. Magic beat the Rockets. Magic had been looking better and they're injured. So if those injuries stay the same, it's important to get a good injury report, but there are a good chunk of picks up here. So maybe with, if you are doing more NBA action tonight, so these are bad lines. It makes me want to take this kind of stuff and put it on a round robin instead, like especially the Bruins too. Like you take this. Actually, take the whole thing. You take the whole thing on a round robin. Maybe I'll do this instead. I don't know if I can really have the stomach for all the straight betting. I don't want to bet like 1,000 or thousands of dollars a night. I still am gonna have nights I lose, and I don't want to do that. But what if you took instead of betting 3? So this is 7. Let's call this. Let's make this a $250 bet, basically. I think that's going to do a $240 wager. That pays $3,600 if you hit all of them. And if you start picking off and losing them, I'll pick off the NBA ones because I don't think I'm going to do them. You start losing them, 1,400 if you get 6-1, 500 if you get 5-2, and then you start to lose money at 4-3. That's somewhat reasonable. So I'm going to do this instead of making a ton of straight bets. And maybe instead of this, because this is actually the straight bet I would make on this game for sure. This is probably wins. Is I'll bet the Caps to win because they're an underdog. And I'll do it on the round robin where I get punished immensely if they lose. But I'm going to do it there because that is going to make for really, really fun rooting for this team at an underdog plus 140. Because think about the alternative to betting Edmonton in this game, which is going to the game, being a huge Caps fan, and having to financially root against the outcome that I want and what would be a spectacular effort if they do win and Charlie Lindgren plays out of his mind, the Caps win a game in overtime or something, right? Like 2-1 game. That's a very, like 3-2 games, actually kind of an interesting possibility in a game like this where Washington could win that if they decide to play super defensive and hockey-wise. So what's interesting about that is what did that do to the payout, right? You get 4,200 now because you make this a good line. And if you lose the game because Edmonton is too strong for some reason, you still win if you get all the other ones. So that's what I'm going to do today, and enjoy, root for the Caps to win. So good luck, everybody. May the Caps win and all your picks be winning.